YouTube, hello, it is I, your cold leader, your cold father, your cold daddy Keronzi, back once again. We are returning back to Bright Falls, where we are going to be continuing some more Alan Wake. We're going to be fighting the darkness by type or by light, and by light, not all by light. So we'll be getting into that very quickly. I've got more collectible stuff that I now know that I could potentially collect, so I'm going to be trying to grab those. So it's going to be fun. If you're new here, a returning viewer, thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. Like, comment, and subscribe. I look at my analytics. 100% of you are not subscribed, so please hit that subscribe button. Make that number go down. We release the endorphins for mainly me, but also for yourself, for clicking a button and doing some good in the world. This is a blind playthrough, so please try and avoid giving any kind of spoilers in the comments below. I will be there with the hammer of Ban and Horny. It's so, you know, it is what it is. There are some links down below. There's a link to Mr. Mox's channel. There is a link to my throne list. There is a link to the lore objects merge store, because we like lore objects here, which means I've missed some lore objects, but I will get all the lore objects. I'm going to try and get everything that I can in this game, because I am thoroughly enjoying it. Whether it'll be all on stream, probably not. Maybe, I don't know. But either way, there's also a link to my Twitch channel. Come stop by here. I would love to see you here. It'd be fantastic to see you. Money raised here on my Twitch channel is all going to Legend of the Zelda games up in there, or potentially other streaming related stuff, maybe a Switch 2, or probably just stuff for general household expenses and my my mortgage. I'm a homeowner, I'm not renting. Nothing against renting, just from my own personal standpoint, I am a homeowner. Either way, and I'm losing my main job. That's the main thing, and I kind of need more revenue streams at this point. I will say I am going to be looking for a new job. So I will have something to do during the day if stuff with this doesn't pick up, which it's probably not in any recent trajectories, but you never know. I'm getting sidetracked. If you sub, all of the subs are counted towards a cosplay goal, which runs through until the end of July, which it coincides with when I end at my current job. So, and if you gift 5 at a time, whenever I go back to Breath of the Wild, I've got to just go and fight the Sentinel. I'm going to be tallying all of them up in order as to what I need to fight. And if you drop 10, that means I've got to go and fight a Lionel. Those are all in there. So if you give 5, 10, if I get 5, a 10, a 5, and a 10, it will be a Sentinel, or a Guardian, a Lionel, a Guardian, and a Lionel. I almost opened the wrong game. That's a game I can't play on Twitch. Thanks, Remedy. Hmm?
Also saying, hi, I'm here.
Mox is here.
Hey, it's me, Goku.
Hey, Goku. There you go, I've shared the,
Yeah.
shared the game.
Sharing your stream in my Discord since I'm not streaming today.
Today, I would meet the kidnapper,
Can
and he
confirm.
would give me Alice. I wouldn't give
doing
him any
fine,
other choice. A
Despite
drowning man will clutch at a straw.
despite my earlier setback.
Oh, this is just a...
Little by little, without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Yeah, I'm just having. As
You're
I've
not
got.
gonna,
I'm no.
you're
I'm
not
not.
gonna go on this all on foot, are you?
No, I mean, I'm imagining this is meant to be a driving section, but I just wanted to use this time just to see if there's a potential page or a flask.
You and your coffee thermoses.
I don't
I
drink
have
coffee.
actually a theory onto why I had such an upset stomach yesterday.
That
Uh,
cup of coffee,
I had that.
blast of coffee.
Yes, yeah. So the thing that had an entire coffee pot of coffee in it. I drank a little bit here and there while I was watching your stream yesterday, and then uh, I just kind of had it around until I was just like, you know what, I'm done having this thing, and then just chugged essentially like 6 or 7 cups of coffee in a single instance. That may have had something to do with it.
Yeah, that'd do it. That'd do it. Okay, no, that's just changing cars.
Yeah, did you want that Jeep or did you want that truck? Keronzi in his pickup truck.
You know, if I had a car, I don't know what I would want.
I have a pickup truck.
You know,
I call him Delto.
have you given? Did you say Felto?
No, Veltol.
Veltol.
Mm-hmm.
Have you given
It's
Velto gender affirmation?
It is a boy.
Yeah, no. I
It
mean,
is
have you
a boy.
have you given him truck nuts?
Oh no. I will not be a truck nut owner.
You're not gonna give them gender affirmation then?
Look, man.
What?
Look, man. That's a twin fingers.
I saw that chair and I'm like, there's definitely something on that chair.
It's a Virgil chair if I've ever seen one.
I am the storm that is approaching.
I don't even think you played Devil May Cry 5 and you know that song.
Well, there was a huge ass meme, and I started 5. I never finished it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I should be able to go round.
In theory. Unless something dangerous should stop you.
Well, the darkness isn't a boot right now.
Yeah, the sun is out. You're about as safe as you could possibly be. All things considered, of course. Though you did just reach a checkpoint.
True.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Well, at least he apologized, and, you know, he realized that he... No, it's like Lewis said yesterday, it's like, he wasn't to know. Ursa made it. Hey, SK!
Hey, he was just like, oh fuck, Alan Wake is here. Holy shit, guys, that's cool.
That's cool.
I don't know why he's here, but like he's here. Maybe I can get an interview.
And then, oh shit, we're getting shot at.
Oh shit, it's the cops.
How you doing, SK? Keronzi, nah, boy. What's happening? Oh, I'm assuming Keronzi, my boy, what's happening? Not nah, boy. Yeah, no, I'm doing good. All things considered. Got 6 weeks worth... There's 6 weeks left on my work. I'm vibing, just had leftover pizza for dinner. Hell yeah, what pizza did you have? Oh, I'm a speeding.
You really are. Don't drive off the goddamn road.
Yeah, it's something I did. I never actually said what I would get for a car, but as I said, I don't know. All I know is it would need to be a big car, because I'm tall AF. I cannot be in a small car.
Done it. A classic.
Donna meat? Nice.
I'm just a meat lover's enjoyer myself. However, I will admit, like my full like topping combination of things is pepperoni, chicken, tomatoes, olives, and mushrooms. That like a full pizza. If I had to put toppings, that would be my pizza.
Nice. I'm fairly easy with anything.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever, and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything, but what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
That's fair. Yeah, no, the pizza I would have, if I was to pick toppings, would be an Hawaiian farmhouse, which is ham, pineapple, and mushroom. I know I'm stopping and starting and getting out, but I have places that I can explore. You're telling me I can't explore?
Well, not really, no.
It was
Exploring is not
rhetorical.
real. Exploring's not real, Rob. I want you to look me in the eye and tell me of someone who's ever explored anything, ever. And I'll tell you that they are lying to you, gaslighting you, in fact, and I would never do that.
I've explored pussy.
But see, I figured that's exactly where you're gonna go.
I've gone spelunking down there.
Keronzi, vagina explorer. I'll show you what a real Tomb Raider looks like.
Not in the ferry.
Spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Oh, that was the guy in the... Oh, I didn't put that together.
Uh-huh.
So the guy on the boat that called us yuppies is the kidnapper.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's Mott.
I didn't realize.
Uh-huh. It's actually kind of cool. All the shit was there. It was always there. What's your go-to pizza?
If I get a pizza, it very much depends on what I'm feeling. I'm fine with a meat feast, with barbecue chicken, Hawaiian, farmhouse. But like, if I'm picking for myself and I'm like really craving it, it would be a Hawaiian farmhouse.
What exactly is a farmhouse?
So a farmhouse is ham and mushroom.
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon.
Isn't
in the main
Hawaiian
building.
already basically
The
like a
coal mine
ham?
was quiet. It was a
Yeah, it's
museum
ham and
now.
pineapple.
Yeah. Well, Canadian bacon, so it's a cured kind of ham, but yeah.
It's more like gammon than bacon. If it was bacon, it would be called bake. We would name it as bacon being on there.
Well, we call it Canadian bacon here.
Oh no, yeah, because that no, it's still different from that. It's very weird referring to them because yeah, no, I know that the bacon that you got, you take back bacon, which is the streaky bacon, right? And then Canadian bacon is taken from the belly.
And your point.
They're still bacon. That's not ham. Ham is something different.
Well, I'm gonna have to disagree about this.
Well, no, that's fair. That's fair. It's like if you refer to belly bacon as ham, then that's it. But like for us, that's not. It's still different. So, while there were some earlier residents in the area, the true genesis of the town of Bright Falls came with the foundation of Bright Falls Mining Company and the opening of the Bright Falls coal mine in 1878. Although the work was hard and dangerous, many immigrants, Germans, Poles, Italians, Finns, and Swedes, among others, worked the mines.
Bright Falls was essentially a immigrant founded mining operation.
Yeah.
And you can actually see that in a lot of the people in Bright Falls having these very interesting Eastern European and Central European accents.
Yeah. One thing that I'd also notice is what it's. Sorry, go on.
It's just way more noticeable in Alan Wake 2.
Yeah. So obviously we're in Bright Falls.
Yeah, Washington.
The TV show is what, Night Springs?
Yes.
It's a play on the name, isn't it?
Yes, it is. You are 100% correct on that. Why is Mox the darkness? Because I've always been. If you've gotten this far with knowing my existence and not knowing that my element is darkness, well, congratulations. Now you know something.
How's it going, Wisp? While lucrative at first, the mining steadily declined in the 20th century. The seams were rich but hard to get at, and the volcanic activity in the area made the mine shafts particularly dangerous.
It's good, going good. I have eaten half a pizza. Everyone's having pizza today but me. God damn.
I didn't have pizza, I had hot dogs.
Everyone's having pizza today but me. I did not know that Mox was the darkness. Why do you think I have void shards?
Sarah in the radio station.
With Nightingale gone and the night wind blowing in through the broken studio window, Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing more drinking than thinking. I hope you know what you're doing, Sarah. He's got a sickness in his eyes. You take my word for it. He wants Wake for a reason, and it's not for anything good.
Void what? Void shards. My Twitch currency.
In 1970, a volcanic eruption blew Cauldron Lake. While relatively minor, caused most of the deep mining tunnels to collapse or flood. 32 miners lost their lives in the calamity, and all mining around Bright Falls came to a final stop. Now many of the remaining buildings are protected as historical landmarks. That's impressive that they managed to get them as historical landmarks.
It's a very important part of the history. Most of this, as you can see, is very rundown and abandoned just for the fact of preservation's sake.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places in America that are just this. And what in a lot of school trips, that's what I used to have to go through. Stuff like this.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
I've seen Black Widow.
Wake,
Where the hell are you?
change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around by
You
you.
want to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him. I had to get to Mirror Peak.
Alright, how am I... Alright!
What a time to ask that
It was
question.
close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Jump. Make a jump. Congratulations, you're down here now.
Congratulations. I think I need to go through that red thing.
The way the building creaks. You're full on batteries, but you're not full on thermoses. But you're hungry for more.
Ooh, I think I've still got all of my ammo and everything from
It's 'cause you're in
last
the same
night.
chapter. Yes, because that's how that works.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue.
Well, I will.
It's fun.
Gordon, I'm arguing.
Calm down. Thomas Zane in love with Barbara Yeager.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened
Oh,
fast.
Jagger.
She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
This is going to have a serious impact on the historical grounds of this area.
The
That's
fact
the
is
problem.
that is a problem.
Alright, well, prepare for a fight. I don't think you quite made that.
Whoop.
Ooh, they're coming for you. Ah, you body blocked that. Oh, that still got the darkness on it. Ah, you blew yourself up.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that was rough. Welcome back to Alan Wake.
Yep.
You're ready.
When
You've
Thomas
already
Zane
collected
fell
that
for
particular
Barbara
one.
Jagger,
It already counts it. It remembers.
Alright. It's still just
It
a
remembers.
it's still just a force of habit. Oh, that was
Oh, not great.
mean.
Hey, that's two. Ah, he knocked it over. The nerds have Alan Waken.
Yep. Oh.
Bang.
Oh, ow.
Oh, God. Okay. That wasn't great. Uh-oh. I'm
Anything
sad.
else,
Why are you sad?
bitch?
Why
Yeah,
is
why are
Gray
you?
sad?
Why is Gray sad? Gray shouldn't be sad. Hey, flashbangs. seeing what
That
if
felt
there's
like a
anything
missed
there.
opportunity for something.
Yeah.
An hour left on the center and Genshin. I have the faith points needed to get the character I want, but I'm out of final gems.
Yeah.
That's soon to be me was easy Z. I can't I have not been able to get the Doral I want.
Ow.
That is a pissed off thing in that train.
Yeah, getting out here. Oh!
It was the second object that
Gave me a little bit of a bump.
honestly, I think it's the possessed objects that are one of the more dangerous enemies in all this.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah, it is.
That's also a problem.
That is
The
also a
only way to
problem.
reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
You can drive in that car and you might want to. Yeah, you can drift that car into those taken. Oh man. One. Is this Resident Evil? Well, there is evil, and we have a resident, so I think you might be right for this.
No, it's Alan Wake.
Oh,
It's the waking of the Allens.
yeah, what Resident Evil is he from?
Ooh, flag up.
Oh, you're done. Right. It should be easy to just drift and get back to that. The Allens are awake.
The Allens are awake. I probably shouldn't
Alan,
have let
wake
my
up.
car get destroyed.
Are the Allens evil residents? Not really. Well, some will argue that Alan is absolutely the antagonist here, since he's the one who wrote the story. That's a problem. That.
Oh!
Oh, fuck.
Oh! Ow!
That's a lot of them. Oh. The flare gun might be a good idea there.
Yeah, or a flashbang.
Or flashbang. Either of which is a valid choice. Good news, there isn't really a penalty for death.
Yeah. Hey, Moon!
Moon? Wow. It really is the night now. We got the moon. Oh, he didn't even get a fucking chance to do anything that time.
No.
Fuck yeah, that was a great grenade. Oh shit. I think the flashbang stunned that.
I think so.
Oh fuck, there's another one. There's a second train!
Oh, there's a third.
Oh god, there's a fourth!
It set off the explosion. Ow.
Oh no! Oh god, get out of there. Fly, sir.
Oh. I figured that was probably a better choice than trying to stand and fight.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. It saved a lot of resources, and you got beat up a little, but like overall, you're oh shit. Shoot the flare. Or that. There was two. Now, did that get both of them?
I think it did.
I think it did. I think that was a dang old double kill.
Double kill.
Unstoppable. Could you imagine if they had those narrative lines, but like for the reverse? It was just like you're just getting wasted in a team deathmatch. it's just like you died 5 times. Now that you have a double kill, you can call in an airstrike. A tactical nuke. Let's see the darkness survive a nuclear warhead. Unbridled power of the sun. Oh, fuck. I got one. Oh, I got two. I also burned away there.
Have you seen any of the stuff on Requiem, or are you keeping clear of it?
I have seen the trailers, yeah. I think that I saw something. Yeah, there's something on the wall there, sir.
Yeah, I just saw that. Trust no one in the dark.
Also, that can just fell off the thing.
Yeah, I know. I might watch the trailer. I haven't watched the trailer. I just saw part of it and saw that there was the next one's coming.
Now, the trailer and what Capcom says about the game does not add up. Because what Capcom is saying about the game is that this is going to be a Leon game. Leon is not in that trailer.
Yeah.
However, there is a character in that trailer who, you're going to recognize at least something about them. And you're going to be like, oh shit.
The last name.
Yeah, you already did notice that now.
Yeah, because I was going to ask, like, is she related to, like, one of the founders of Umbrella?
No. She's related to the reporter from
Outbreak.
Outbreak. She's the daughter of her.
I thought who was one of Spencer's partners?
No one that I'm aware of. I don't think it really discussed about any of Spencer's like children.
Not his children.
Like I don't even think he really had anybody that has ever been noted.
Well, yeah, what apart from all of the Wesker kids? His genetic experiments.
That was a genetic experiment nonsense.
No, I meant, like, because there were 3 people who founded Umbrella. Because that was the entire crux of Zero, right? Like, Marcus being one of them.
Yeah, that was Oswald Spencer, the Ashfords, and then
yeah, that's what I thought. The Ashfords,
Marcus.
because
James
the person isn't the last name of the person in the trailer an Ashford.
No, it's not an Ashford.
I thought it was.
It's Ashcroft.
Ashcroft, okay. Oop,
There was no way
some
the flashbang
flashbangs.
grenades were standard power company equipment.
And Alyssa Ashcroft is the reporter from Outbreak.
Yeah.
Nukes are right. Just what if I want to trust people in the dark? Well, you can absolutely trust people in the dark. You would trust me in the dark.
Yeah, you can trust people in the dark, it's just not suggested.
If you see me in the dark and you are alone, you can 100% trust me. I will do nothing. I think I mentioned it before, but have I told you that I have people who have had nightmares about me in the dark with them? And I think that that's amusing and a little concerning.
Yeah. Is there any way?
Come
Is
on,
there any
Nolan.
reason for me to kill this goop?
No, that just don't walk in it and you're fine. The least hostile enemy. What was the name I had that is I know you had one, and I know you told me. I don't remember, unfortunately. I unfortunately forbore. Was it the Minecraft thing? It might have been the Minecraft. Shoulder check. Bang, bang.
Bang bang.
Every time I think of revolvers, I think about how much I'm like Revolver Ocelot, and just like shit, his madness, his points about revolvers. Damn it, I like revolvers for the same reason.
Yeah. His entire monologue in 3.
Exactly, as he's twirling his shit, and I love reloading on the battlefield. There's just something about revolvers that are just are stylish.
I also very much am believing in the idea that the Snake Eater, or the game Snake Eater, is us playing as Raiden or another
Doing
soldier.
Doing the VR training.
Doing the VR training, and that was one of the things they trained him on. Even though I know that Raiden specifically said he's done the training on Shadow Moses.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that's the only thing he did. He mentions Shadow Moses.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't see I missed another one.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Because yeah, like if you shoot and kill Ocelot, your
the
game
time
over.
works.
Yeah, your game over's like, no, you can't do that. That's not how this went. Run it back.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
If it's a manuscript, if it's a book being written, he's not trying to kill you. It's an act of fiction.
Yes, but that act of fiction is oddly accurate to everything that's happening. In the court of law, that could be used as premeditative evidence.
True.
For one single crow.
Oh. Lots of crows.
That's a little more than a single crow.
See the light over there, but I also saw a
Yeah, you
thermos.
saw the thermos. Yeah, at the top of the thing.
Ooh, I also see
Yellow paint.
Tom the diver. Thomas Zane is sending me messages. He wants me to go into the mines.
He does want you to go into the mines. Like the children, it knows you crave the mines. Now we're playing Minecraft. I bet you didn't know that.
Trust no one in the dark. I don't trust anyone in the day. Really?
Yeah, you
I'll just-
got hit once, but you wiped out all of them. I think that was a fair exchange there.
Yeah. You script men? Yes. Script them into the army.
Grab it. Okay, now you can fall and it'll be fine. There it goes.
That's not
They
fine.
did the something. It's fine. There's light right there.
Yeah, I know.
Soothing night light.
Oh, well, I've got... My lithium batteries are full anyway.
You lithium batteries. Energizer brand, if you notice.
I had no real plan.
Yeah.
I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and
Ooh,
make him
pump
talk.
action.
It holds more than 2 shells.
Oh, yeah.
It is a significant increase to your DPS. I hear the night.
Same.
That's a very chunky sounding shotgun.
There it is.
Woo!
Ow.
Oh.
Game.
You know what, fair. Shin is first.
Hey, Shin. Congratulations, you are first.
Congratulations, Shin. You're done it. Oh, was that poison ivy? Oh, fuck. Let there be light. Damn! Damn, fine grenade.
I don't know where I'm meant to be going, so...
There was a man right behind you.
Yeah, I know, I saw.
The game's like, did you know there's a guy behind you? Oh. Woo! Oh no. He is so scared he screams like a redhead.
Ah, damn it.
Ah. Why the change of weapons?
Because I didn't want to use the shotgun round, but I probably should have kept with it. That was my own fault.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I
I
told him
didn't
at gunpoint
find
and
anything
make
to
him
the
talk.
right, did I? So I'm just gonna go left.
No, you didn't. It was just violence.
Yeah. I was go up this way because I did see that in that cabin there was a thermos. Really? Damn it. Two for one with a shotgun?
Hell yeah.
I heard that from the living room. He died. Hey, Covalency, how's it going?
He died, David.
I need to go this way.
Keronzi died, everybody.
Yeah, that's nothing
It's
new.
time to let them go.
Shotgun to the head.
Dum-dum.
Can't take one of those. That's unfortunate. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing well.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
I'm good. How are you liking the game? I think I never actually played it after getting annoyed at the mechanics early on. I'm really enjoying it. Like, regardless of the mechanics, like, I'm loving the story. It's great.
One of my most favorite games of all time.
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
What?
Well, you're in a graveyard. Someone didn't want to play the super speed game.
Well, he's still alive.
Oh, shit. He did. He survived that. Having been trapped by Ronzi in his basement for 110 streams, I understand Alan's issue with the car. He just tanked that. Just to stab you one.
He didn't even stab me. Oh, no, I think he did.
Like, he definitely
been-
stabbed you once.
110 streams, I understand Adam's issues with the talk.
Now, in all fairness, if you haven't noticed, the Taken just say random shit from when they were alive.
Yeah. Oh, this is just a save point. Okay.
Just to be safe and to sound. To fix your stab wound. Posture check.
Oh,
You've been postured, sir.
I have been
Hydrate
postured.
check. Do you have a civvy?
I do have a sippy. I don't have my posture apparatus.
I don't have a
Oh,
civvy.
my-
Health check to help with
The
stab wound.
but my delivery hasn't arrived.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is it
no,
right?
it's not gonna be it tomorrow. I was explaining it earlier, but you weren't here.
Oh, right.
I had
Sorry.
no, it's cool, it's cool. I had to ended up on the phone, like 3 separate phone calls, just trying to get this sorted. One to my phone company. Turns out I was an idiot anyway. I needed to add 00 in front of the number. It was an American number I tried to call
Place
the
was
first
dead.
time.
A ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
And... oh, god damn it.
That
At least that wasn't a skeleton. Dark Souls,
that
hello?
was a glitch. That was a glitch. That was 100% a glitch. I'm gonna step over here real quick so I can get a sippy, and also, holy shit, I'm starving.
Oh yeah, no, you should eat. Sort your food out.
I will be back.
And I'll finish explaining the story once Mox is back. I don't know if there's anything in there, even though it looks like I can totally get in there. Hey, manuscript page. Health check to help with the stab wound. That's fair.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight. Something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Grey Peak Gorge, originally founded in 1928, the Grey Peak Gorge mining town was one of the permanent settlements. Was one of the permanent settlements that the Bright Falls Mining Company built for its workers. The nearby graveyard is a testament to the dangers the miners faced on a daily basis. Most of the men who lost their lives over the years were buried there. A grim reminder to be careful for those who remained. Grey Peak Gorge was abandoned almost overnight when the Bright Falls Mining Company closed its doors in 1970. Can't go in there. Thermos in here. Don't need the batteries. We're all good. I know where I need to go, but it's not where I want to go. Batteries, okay. I think the game's telling me you're going to be needing your flashlight soon enough. I think I've been in there. That's where the thermos was. Yeah, here we go. Ow, bitch. See, that's how you do it. You just put things in between it that it gets stuck on. Now I'm going back to those batteries.
I returned, but I was a man possessed out there. You don't understand.
By the darkness?
No, by Film Cow.
Oh.
I went out there and I made a sandwich, and as I was doing it, I was talking to myself while I was making the sandwich about the process of making the sandwich. And the next thing I knew, this action started just flowing out of me, and I was analyzing every step of the process like I was some Film Cow character. It was pretty rad.
Nice. I got a load of taken objects just stuck on a plank. Made it incredibly easy. Made it easy to deal with them.
I also have an Italian ice.
No, this is gonna be a little more difficult to deal with.
Maybe not. Oh, that's now.
Oh, ow, ow.
Oh, God, that almost killed you.
Well, yeah, it landed on me.
Alright, that one's done.
But yeah, this is what I done. I basically just put objects between me and it.
Your way, man.
Encounter a steam engine.
I hear the diver.
I didn't.
Or maybe that was just the night ambience.
They may have just been the night's ambience. Oh, got a key. A key.
Alaki?
Alaki.
Praise be.
Praise be to Alaki. But yeah, had to call UPS. Oh, well, there's Safe Haven. And I couldn't because the driver apparently couldn't get into my building, which, you know, is true. You got to call up to my flat so I can buzz you in. They didn't update it after my first call, so later in the day I had to call them again to get it updated. But I called an English number instead of an American number.
Boots. You're safe.
Boots. I see a TV.
Will it have plot, or is it going to be the funny Scooby-Doo?
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Self-writing prophecy, then. But him talking about it, like things living inside of them remind me of the Migo from Lovecraftian.
That is a hunting rifle.
Yeah, do I want to switch the pump action for the hunting rifle?
Well, it is far higher power than the pump action. It just doesn't have a spread like a shotgun. Has the highest stopping power of all the weapons.
Where are you going, bitch?
What's it have against trees?
I don't know.
there is a bit of a funny crisis here with the darkness because of its role and because of its position. It can't just outright
The
kill Alan.
kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Like, it can't just take him. It can't just deal with him. It can't even just kill him. It needs him. So it wants him to succeed, but it also is trying to get him to give up.
Yeah, it wants him desperate so that he can create what it wants. So it can manipulate him easier to make it. Because yeah, the darkness needs a free, willing vessel to release it. Not necessarily it can possess it and use it himself, because then it's the darkness just using the skin. It needs his mind.
Exactly. And unfortunately, the darkness itself can't create anything. It is
Birds.
incapable of doing so. That's why it needs creators. Just frying them from a long distance because you have a fairly decent flashlight.
Oop.
Oh, yeah. Here they come.
You sons of bitches!
The second scoring.
They used one too many batteries there.
We still have 9.
True. Okay, you just came through the wall.
Can't shine light walls.
That was mean.
Yeah, a little bit.
Get me in here, bitches! Actually, don't. You probably can.
The mines are calling.
The kids, they yearn for the mines.
Way back in the mine, swinging our pickaxe from side to side, side to side.
Oh. Tunnels. Go to Cauldron Lake.
Plop redneck contraption build. So hell. Redneck contraption? What sort of redneck contraption have you built?
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
I'm assuming he doesn't want me going this way.
That's the wrong way to go, I believe. Or maybe not.
Yeah, what contraption have you made, Gray?
Building a tower that can hold the stand air conditioner higher enough to stick with train tube out the fucking window. I see.
I mean, I think I'm meant to go down there. I kind of want to explore that tunnel. Even if it kills me.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Those of you who are
In-game.
interacting and are standing at the other end of that tunnel, everybody get your knives ready.
Alice?
Jeez.
I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
That's cosmic water.
I think I had to go down here for this page.
The hunters were big, thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the dark presence, sucked deep into a darkness far worse than any ghost story they ever told or heard.
Uh-oh. Hunter's been taken? Poor Hunter. Rest in pieces.
Tragic, really.
Sorry, I'm not sure if you said anything, but I heard nothing.
Oh, I said tragic, really.
I was sure if you said anything before that.
Not really. No, I've
Okay.
mostly been sitting here eating my shaved ice.
Oh yeah.
It's absolutely helping my stomach.
But yeah, because it's just water, right?
It's water and a little bit of syrup.
Yeah. Excuse me. Nightingale in the Majestic.
Even behind the closed doors and curtains of his grimy room at the Majestic, the local motel, Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him, the unrelenting pressure of their judgment. He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do to get the job done. He took comfort from the bottle in his hand. Please, he thought, just let me get through this.
Yep, be shaken.
When the mind is shaken, don't. When the mind is rocking.
Oh. I can say, good thing I didn't want to go that way. Oh, there was more people here than I thought.
Yeah, was that when the mind is a rocking, don't come a knocking. They came a knocking. Here's the sad fact. All of those taken are not the same. They are all separate people.
Really?
Yep.
Except people who are like named characters, you obviously know they're just random residents of the town.
random hikers, random campers, random vloggers. The birds themselves are victims. Would you believe me if I said that those birds have names?
Yeah, I would believe you.
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Maybe they could. Or I'm just gonna find myself falling.
There are four names for those birds: memory, thought, balance, and ruin.
Balance and what?
Ruin.
Ruin.
Yep.
The names then have links to Norse mythology, I'm assuming.
Why would you say that?
Because there's a lot of Norse mythology in this game. Oh, that's... I'm going over that way, I think.
You would probably be correct. Sad, my shaved ice is going up.
Oh no.
I hated it.
Whoop, oop.
I'm playing with fires.
That might be a little too
Very
high.
simple, but it's a simple but fun. Just gently nudge it. Gently nudge it.
Gently nudge it. Don't like that this is creaking. Just contort your body there, Alan. So I'm gonna go up, so I go down.
I think down was the way you needed to go.
I think you may be right.
Birds!
I'm not sure. No, you may be right. Tor hits Nurse Sinclair.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Uh-oh.
The Majesty.
Indeed. Quick question. And is Tor Anderson a member of that band? I forget the name. It's on the tip of my tongue. The Norse
The
gods.
old gods of
The old god.
gods of Asgard.
Asgard. Yeah.
Yes, there are only 2 members left:
Oh, okay.
Thor and Odin.
Tor being the more accurate name of
Thor.
Thor. Yeah. The reference now I get it to with the he's calling it the hammer Mjolnir.
You want to know some crazy shit?
What?
Because it's not really expanded in this game. It gets very briefly mentioned here and there. But
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
the Andersons absolutely were affected by the darkness and had some of their own things come true. And I want you to imagine what 2 individuals who have the imaginations and devotions of everything Norse-like, okay, could create with the sort of power to shape reality.
Yeah. Herbs.
Even Alan knew that this was not going to be a piece of material.
Yeah. I think I can only take one more hit. Or we're just gonna get darkness. We got darkness. Ad break incoming. Well, I'm not going that way. Holy shit!
Shit.
My sentiments exactly, Alan. Ha ha!
Oh, the cans.
Only cans.
You shot the only cans models.
Some of them survived.
Ah.
Cheeky bit of
Oh
pud
my
didn't.
goodness. That one especially was shot with prejudice.
Most definitely. Alright, the darkness is,
Is here. I think you're getting the hang of this.
yeah, it's not that bad. I mean, it would probably be worse if it were Nightmare.
It would be a lot worse. You get like 3 tapped in that.
Get 3 what?
3 tapped.
I don't think I'm 3 tapped here, or is it 4 tap?
No, it takes like 4.
Okay. Cauldron Lake, the 8th deepest lake in the world. Cauldron Lake is a caldera lake. formed in a volcanic crater. The volcano itself could be considered to be active, but it has not erupted since the volcanic earthquakes of 1970. And even then, the underground activity was comparably mild. Despite some property damage, there were no casualties. Well, that's a lie. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots in Bright Falls area, as well as a central figure in many local folk tales. It's a popular recreational area for area residents. As I say, ad break is incoming, but the ad break is here.
That's right.
Like the darkness.
May the rats eat your eyes.
May the rats eat your eyes. The darkness comes.
So you
I love
slipped a
that
little
game.
bit into a New York accent there, and all I could think of is, I'm a businessman with
The
standards. May the
standards!
rat eat your eyes.
I see a thermos over
But will you be able to get it?
there. Oh no.
Yeah, you need to get boogieing. That's a pretty good trap, let's be honest.
Yeah.
The fuck you gonna do?
It was more of the fact, ow, the guy just kept running at me, walking at the light.
Oh my god, they have old Gods of Asgard merch. Oh, and I'm only just now finding out about it.
Huh?
There's old Gods of Asgard merch.
That's so surprising.
You're right, it's not, but I didn't know about it. Now I do. And it's like, damn, it looks really good, actually, it's really cool. Then again, the real band itself that is pretending to be this fake band, Poets of the Fall, I'd fucking kill to get some merch of theirs. I'd kill to get an album or even a record.
There's... Oh, is it saying go this way?
Simply pointing all of the arrows over here. You found me, Travis.
10.
You don't really need to be that stingy with your flare gun ammo.
Oop, a page. I was about to walk off the edge there.
You really were. I was trying to figure out what you were doing.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the Wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Oh. So our car was there. We just kind of walked into the lake.
You just kind of disappeared.
I'm trying to think. Was there like a flash or something as we kind of got out the car and walked towards the house?
There was not.
Because if the car was there, it signifies that we arrived there, got out the car, and then something happened. As opposed to us, we drove there and we were affected by something. Because if that was the case, the car wouldn't be anywhere. It would have just disappeared. I'm curious. Surprised he didn't kick it. Oh, he kicks this. Oh. We found a oos.
A oos.
An oos. There's a moose, a loose.
A long abandoned oos.
There's an oos. There's a moose, a loose about this oos. There's a coffee thermos. Oh. I miss you, Tom. Well, who's that? CM and TZ? Well, TZ is Thomas Zane, but who is CM? Or CW?
Who do we know who has something to do with Lyte with CW? Perhaps it's a Cynthia Weaver?
Yeah, the crazy lady. He talks to me on TV, Tom. Oh, I didn't even see this. I curse you, Thomas Zane. I miss you, Tom. Did you write this? Tom. So, oh, gee. I miss you, Tom. Okay. What the hell? Ow. Ow. I got an achievement for taking out 4 Taken with a single flare gun. Hey!
Hell yeah.
Might have been a bit excessive, but...
I mean, you got him.
Give me my thermos.
You did it. You got your copy.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Why is there a boat on
I
the
was
lake
close
at the
now.
moment?
I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Wake wakes up in the lodge.
I tried to hold on to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, share your thoughts.
So...
Hey, you? Wake?
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
No! Get away! I'm sorry. Please, lady. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make him play ball. You see? To get him writing for us. Please. Please. Oh. I'm sorry. Please don't hurt me.
I'd probably get there.
Nah. I'm sure it'll be fine. So, we've been here a while, longer than the time that allows, because if we've been in his care. So, this is kind of his writings, but also he's living it, but he's not. There's a lot, and I don't know how to put it into words.
So, my understanding is you believe that Alan has been at the clinic that his wife recommended, and that this is like a sort of expression of the events through his creative writing.
Yeah. Hang on. Oh. Well. Did his neck just break?
Got me shot. I love this shot. Oh, I fucking love this shot.
That would have broken his neck.
He has plot armor, Keronzi.
I know.
Let's keep the copyrighted
Music on. We can't have that.
Previously
Yeah,
on
I
Alan Wake. I'm
hate
haunted by
it.
the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just
It's
took
the
out my
lost business of
deputies?
life.
The thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
The truth.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lie.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Interesting.
The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Why, right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
I just want to punch him in the
This
face.
corridor is for patients. Most
A
of them
very
aren't here
punchable
right
face.
now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you
I got the
do.
jitters. I
Splendid,
get the
Alan.
jitters around suspicious
I
people.
honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
I'll take the stair. Oh, I can't take the stairs.
Bear. We'll take the bears.
Take the bears.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Right, you're stopping there? Good. I'm going up these stairs.
Rafiki.
Damn it. No, I'm not going up these
If I
stairs.
was a crazy person, if I was a crazy person, Dr. Harmon, would I have 40 coffee thermoses in my coat right now?
Probably 50. Oh no, 43.
43! Guess I'm the coffee man. I get the one-way trip to Coffee World.
That's fine with me.
Big ass sundial.
Hell yeah.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
It's the darkness.
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk. Hartman obviously loved his own voice. His words echoed madly inside my head. I dug my nails into the palms of my hands to stay focused.
You need to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Scary,
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry. Boo.
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Elbow
games.
strike. Ooh,
It's
yeah.
trash, of course, but it does involve
Get him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Shut
Fucking
up.
This is what video games does to you.
Ooh.
Come, Alan, this
Yoink.
way.
44 coffee thermoses. You think I wouldn't notice, Hartman? I'm always 2 steps ahead of you and at least 4 coffee thermoses. That was a fucking film cow joke, straight up. It's just, I always am 4 coffee thermoses ahead of everyone.
Another QR code.
A
That's
broken QR code, probably.
probably dead, yeah.
You're gonna still scan it, aren't you?
Oh no, it's alive.
It's alive. Which one's this one?
Constipation. That looks painful.
It's a meme. It's memes.
Memes. That TV's gonna come on when we go through here during the darkness. Oh, another coffee mug. Hell yeah.
I told you, Hartman, I'm always 4 coffee thermoses ahead.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony.
Fuck with it. Fuck with
The
it.
generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Damn, but
Damn it. Can't flashbang him.
sure you can, just in a different kind of way.
Flashbang.
Hartman will never expect a flashbang. And then he'll make a look that says, ooh, that's a painful constipation.
Hello, buddy.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better. Well, I guess I'd better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here. Look at that. I'd hate to be out there tonight.
That doesn't look like a storm cloud.
No, no, it doesn't.
That looks like fucking darkness in ocean.
Oh yeah, very much so.
I don't know if you know how hard I'm biting my fucking tongue here, bro.
Probably a lot.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged in their creative processes. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems, and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy and its sister method, the flow, work best when you are actively engaging in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please do not hesitate to voice them. Yeah, I've got a concern. You say I'm voluntarily receiving this. I don't feel very voluntarily being here.
Voluntary these nuts.
My rheumatism is
Oh.
killing me. There's a storm
Night
coming.
Springs.
Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Tor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane! You're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
I'll get there through the thighs of maidens, thanks.
Forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Give us a page?
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
No.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula, local ingredients, medicine. Clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Ah, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
That was a lot.
It was a lot. And now I know.
That was a lot.
Now I know who. So Thomas Zane found the darkness first. The talk of the rock stars keeping it alive were these two old fucks. And they think
they did a lot more than keep it alive.
Well, what you just alluded to, he was saying like, "Oh yeah, I opened the door." It's like, no, we kept the door open for him. We're not absolved from this. Shut up, Thor. And they think we're Thomas Zane.
I don't have time to begin to dissect that.
Oh, shit.
Alan Wake 2 only makes this way more complicated.
I can imagine.
This is already a complicated part of the plot, and it's only confounded so much worse by things. And oh man, here's something I'm going to tell you. The day we do the podcast next, right?
Yeah.
I know what the intro song for that particular one is going to be.
Mm.
I would very much so appreciate it, and I'll be saying this before we get going on that day as well, if you and Trinky would watch the video for it while I'm doing the intro.
Sure.
It will make more sense at the time.
Yeah.
Tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
That Bob Balder threw the app through the window. Hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man. Bad scene.
These guys don't have dementia.
They do not have dementia at all.
To turn around and say that they've got dementia, it's like, they don't have dementia. They are remembering things far too clearly for them to have dementia. They are very they're very lucid. That is not signs of dementia. It's more signs of being crazy, but it's not dementia. Oh, hey, you too. Yep, great, what's up?
Yeah, they're talking about these two. Tor and Odin.
Oh, you're talking about Thor and Odin. Any
I love
more?
these old men.
I am tired, man. So tired.
Yeah, dude, I feel that. I feel that. I love that they're just sitting here playing a game of Night Springs.
I want to go home.
We'll get you out of here, guys. Thomas Zane's writing and the system.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
Emil.
Saying hi to Thor and Odin. Okay. Dr. Emil?
Emil Hart. Emil.
What? Huh?
Thomas Zane's editor. And Ronzi, your brain is now starting to spin.
The hell? No, this
one room.
This entire facility isn't about making any of us better. It's about containing. It is about keeping everyone the darkness has touched, not taken, in one place so that they can take what they need. Emil is
collecting creative minds because he can't create himself to make them use their powers for his benefit. And he's been at this since it started.
Jesus Christ.
When I say the layers of this are deep, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous how much thought has gone into this, and it only gets worse the further you go. If you have ever wondered why I can rant about a single topic in this game for hours, you're starting to see it.
Yeah. There's a page in there! There's a page in there! I want it!
I'm so glad I'm not in VC right now. Why not? I'm trying to contain myself, bro.
I really wish I had played this game sooner, to be honest.
That's fucking incredible, right?
Yeah, but, I mean, there's...
You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now, and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny, but it wasn't supposed to be about mullets. And now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up. And the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too. And I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me. And everyone should just
absolutely
shut up.
do it.
Shut
Laugh,
up.
scream,
Shut
enjoy.
up. But I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scary for them. I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed. And that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
Sorry, I just had to listen there to that rant.
No, that's completely fine.
Hey,
It's
Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
I would say that that's absolutely the developer's criticisms on Max Payne.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a
Darkness flew
horrible
past the
mistake.
window
I don't think I'm
there.
any closer to
He
saving
also
Alice.
spoke.
It's been lying to me.
Yeah.
Using me to get the story it wants. And the story will come true.
Those windows in the cabin are like eyes.
Yeah.
I will apologize for sort of drip feeding my madness to you. I will
That's fine.
apologize for that. Hey, look! It's a
Oh,
copy
nice.
of Night Springs, just like the cover of fucking Alan Wake.
Yeah. Wish I could pick that up because there's picking up board games or video games, isn't there?
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
No, I'm gonna like have a look in everyone's rooms. The painter. That was the crazy guy with the pills and the nightmare outside was the other one because he had the video game. Oh, I can't get in there. That's probably the woman who was sitting down there, the singer. I'm assuming she's a singer.
Désolé.
Désolé.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Jet blacking cloud.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers,
Children
are ya?
of the
Not so
elder
weak
god.
now, are we?
When it comes to the old gods of Asgard music, that's actually fine. So when that starts playing, you are okay. I want that to be clear.
All right. Oh, so when the Andersons were, when Thor was talking about hitting the nurse, was he talking about that plastic toy hammer?
He has a different hammer.
Oh, okay.
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Ooh. They don't like our editor.
Storm, I'm taking it. We're on a comeback tour, baby.
That's what he said before he whacked her in the head.
Yeah.
Hammer's Way will have its say. Rise up in their name.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
You gotta get it from her mouth.
Yeah. I was having a look around, seeing if there is anything.
Tell him, boys, hell yeah.
Oh.
The backstage is all yours.
I had to get to
Tom.
Hartman's office.
Seize your
He had taken all
destiny.
my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
And inside of his
Come
office
out
is
and
also
face
that
the
painter's
music,
paintings.
Birch. It's time to pay the piper.
Yeah.
Dude, these old men are gonna
Maybe
kill
you
that
would
too.
think our
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Adult diapered asses words, since you're so tough, Birch.
We were
I fucking
on the
love these
road,
two.
Man. You think we haven't seen punks like you before?
Mortal
Mortal Nay.
Nay!
Oh, they're great.
I fucking love these.
You hide, Birch. My wrath will break you.
Oh,
The photo on the wall caught my attention.
hey!
In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man
Don't know
next to
any
Hartman.
talented characters.
He
Yeah, they
was the
are.
kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
His boss was Hartman.
Oh.
They had been following you since you got here.
I'm gonna chew your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Barry.
Alright, let me Barry in there for a bit.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Jeez.
It's some very intense fucking art, right?
Yeah. Fucking love it.
Oh, it's great. It's good shit. And there's meaning behind it.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
He's been painting wolves. He's been painting Taken. He's been painting birds. And then the forest.
The shadows. A woman with gunshots through her?
A woman in a storm.
Ah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And then whatever the fuck this is.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Oh.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
So there is something that I want to muse on at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
So we now know. Well, the implications is that Hartman has been there from the beginning. He controlled Zane. He's controlling all of these other people. He's keeping us all here to exploit us. We can't trust a single thing that he says. So there is a very good chance that Alice isn't even dead. That the entire thing was staged. There's a good chance that she is dead. But because if she wasn't, then they could have actually used her in this ruse with Mott to try and make me work, but they didn't. As he said, they used cut-ups of the thing. So there's a possibility she's actually still alive. She brought us here and left, and they told her to leave. So they could actually let it work. It's a possibility. I know that you're not actually going to provide me the answer because you probably know the answer.
Of course I know the answer. And this is one of those things that the game will explain in due time. So...
Yeah. Now this also then questions, because it's interesting on some of the wording that she used in that conversation, being left alone in the dark.
And we know that she has her fear of the dead.
The Alice in Alan's mind has a fear of the dark. Could it have been the way Alan's interpretations of Alice trying to get through to her? If she said she's tried to talk to him before, that in his subconscious, in those flashbacks, or in any interactions that we have seen with Alice, in her turning around and saying that she's in the dark with him because of how he's become, Alan has interpreted to her having a fear of the dark. It's an I think it's an interesting thought experiment on it. You can't really give me that answer because you know.
Oh, I don't mind sharing this. You're certainly going off the deep end with your thought. It's fine.
When don't I go off the deep end?
Alice is afraid of the dark.
Okay, she is actually afraid of the dark.
That's not a delusion. That is a real thing.
Okay.
Her saying that she's being kept in the dark is it is a double word. It is a double sentence.
Yeah.
She feels like he's not explaining his current situation, his feelings and things to her, and she's being left in the dark. But also, she feels like she's alone. She feels like he's not there.
He's emotionally
her
not.
life is leaving her and leaving her in the darkness, and she's afraid of that.
Yeah. YouTube will be back in a second. I would like to get a drink. YouTube, we are back.
I'm buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How would your fragile little patients like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Huh. Or at least Nightingale knows that we're here.
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry! Man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
And he was smitten with her for a while.
He's kind of petty.
Yeah.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
That smirk.
Remember, it was foretold.
Yeah.
The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
You got some new pages to read.
Oh, I have. Oh, I have. Hartman watches Wake fall.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning, even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Oh, so I hadn't been there. No. He just said that we were as a way to... Yeah. I said, anything that he had said, we can't trust.
Yeah, you've been there for like a day.
Is that the only one, new one? Yeah.
Yes. Approaching. Upstairs, the generator.
Yeah.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Flare. The flare is your only hope against that thing.
The page! Hartman's mission.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
What a hack.
This doesn't look like a Night Spring, a Night Springs episode. Mustang Drift. Verizon.
Thousands of applications.
Yeah.
Verizon Wireless has you covered.
Thing with Verizon.
Check out the latest games.
Your phone is a
Discover new
Verizon
music and old
phone. There's
favorites.
Verizon
Social
billboard,
networking, sports
and
scores,
Verizon.
news. It's all at your fingertips. No matter what you're into, Verizon Wireless can satisfy your never-ending
In
appetite
the
for apps.
remake,
Check out
they actually
Vcast apps
removed
and
all
load
of
up your
these.
phone.
Oh, what, in the
remake.
The remaster, whatever it was, yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't have the same deal before, so no product listing.
That's good.
I mean, if they got paid for it, they would have.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be by those doors if I were you.
I just noticed.
Toro.
Ow.
Run. We need to get out of there, sir. Or maybe convince the ball to help me. How good are you at dodging a ball?
You can dodge a wrench! You can't dodge a ball. I was just walking into it.
Big. The darkness take me.
Oh, that's annoying.
I'm here!
Feel sorry for the other artists that were in here.
Yeah.
There's collectibles, Barry. Calm down. Yeah, no, I know. I've got to go through that hedge maze, haven't I?
Oh yeah, you do.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Thanks, buddy.
Look at the house, Al. Look out!
Aye. Nope. Okay. What's the betting this thing in the middle is gonna come alive and is gonna take away my cover? Suspended. Lauren Miller, 1989. Oh yeah, you made it through easy.
Oh, jeez, Al. The house looks bad. Let's get out of here.
The house looks fine. And besides, I've got... Whoa, a lot of exploring to do in hedge maze. I had a feeling there was a second one. Don't trust Emil. Ooh. Okay, well, yeah, well, he's dead. So it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean...
Well, we think he's dead.
But death isn't really the end.
No. Wake sees the old god stage.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get a concert? Fuck yeah!
Oh yeah, it's just yeah.
Fuck yeah, Seeking. Oh, that's all of my flares.
Flares well used, I hope.
Well, yeah, I mean, it took out the big guy quicker. I hear someone going crazy. Hartman and the power failure.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
You know, and he was not wrong. I did stand there and listen to the whole spiel.
Yeah, they really did distract you, didn't they?
I'm not going to mess up a chance for some lore.
And this game has more lore than you can handle. Like, this is world building at its fucking finest.
Oh yeah, it is.
Want to know something fucking weird and tragic?
Oh no, the game developer got taken.
The orderly.
Oh, the orderly. Yep.
The bird. Both Alan Wake games, 1 and 2, were commercial failures.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Both Alan Wake games are commercial failures.
Commercial failures?
Yep.
Oh, they didn't make back the costs.
Nope, not even. These birds are tearing you apart.
They really are. Oh god, I got stuck on a wall. Right, the birds are dealt with.
Now it's just him. And unfortunately, he's too dark for you to passively flashlight. That might be a little bit.
God damn it.
Tragic. Anyway.
No, let's do that again.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long. You get 3 pills in the evening. Oh, and then you sleep like a baby. Like seems to be nice. We don't have any trouble, and I don't have to.
I missed him. Ow. Not this time, bitch. Ow. Should have dodged better there.
Yeah, you didn't follow the 5 Ds.
No, I didn't. There's nothing here. Okay.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge, Ronzi.
Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
5 Ds nuts. Oh!
Oh!
Can't believe Gray with a pin. The funny message.
I can. I actively encourage it.
Actively encouraged.
Not in charge.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Oh, yeah, he's a piece of shit.
He is a piece of shit. These nuts indeed. Oh, 6 shotgun shells.
I hear the evil. I speak the evil. But do I speak of the evil?
Yep.
again, for a writer, he's doing a pretty fucking good job.
Yeah. As I say, you then like have to wonder like how much of it is his own natural ability or the writing.
Where does the story begin? And Alice.
Yeah.
Wheelbarrow.
Oh, you know, I saw the wheelbarrow.
That flew fucking fast. Also, you have the baby flashlight. You can really feel how awful.
Yeah. I can feel it.
Again, just wait until you get the lantern. And you're gonna be like, oh, oh, oh. Can't. No. No.
Gone that time. Barry attacked by a taken. Oh no, Barry!
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
No! Barry!
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 Barry! Not today, Goblin.
Emil made Tom do it? So who's writing these messages then, if not Tom? It's not Tom. It's not. We got a confirmation in the last episode, right? It's Cynthia.
Cynthia Weaver.
That's water from the lake.
Lake Wawa.
Lake Wawa. Don't drink that in.
But the chemicals, the dark.
Don't know how I dodged that, but I'll take it. I'll see your supplies. Alright, so I got a flare gun. Oh, there's Al. Well, Barry even. I'm Al. Hartman sedates Wake.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
What an asshole. Now, something's gonna happen here.
get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, Barry! I'll find it, don't worry about it!
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it!
Ow, forgot. You guys are actually still alive. Oh, wow, okay. Ow! God damn it. Burp!
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Huh? Where'd you fucking come from? Ow. You leave my friend alone, bitch. Never mind.
Al,
He could have cut out as well.
You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon, sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness.
Oh, I'm
You're
definitely
gonna buy
on
me a
Discord.
bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live
My
it.
bad. Hang on. Wait, I am? Just give me a moment. Because the button on the Discord on my stream deck is saying I'm not muted.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. You just need to find it. Look out!
Oh! Oh! Shit. That's where Barry gets attacked. No.
Damn it, Al, talk to me!
Alright, let me see what's going on with Discord. Yeah, apparently I am muted. Hey, I'm back.
They didn't want to talk to me.
Not the case. I need to see what my key binding is for mute at this point.
Didn't want to talk to me.
I must have
I was
hit
just
like.
man, he's being really focused. He's not even like.
Oh no,
making
I've been
any
talking.
noises.
I've been yapping. I've been yapping. I'll look into this later. It's fine. It's annoying. Hang on, let me just double check. Okay, yeah, that authorize. Apparently, my Steam Deck had been deauthorized from Discord.
Oh.
Yep, I've now got it working again. Great.
Hey.
Fucking thing.
Or Mox.
Sorry, Mox.
So mean. So mean to me.
I need to redeem, like, exclamation on Daddy that is just streamer and yell streamer so you can get your attention quickly. I'll sort something. Yeah, with the new thing that I'm using, that's totally easy enough to do. But yeah, when I'm focused on I was yapping, but I was also just focused on what's going on.
I had lost my gun in the crash.
I don't want to see
Barry was
you,
nowhere to be seen.
Get to the end of this chapter. I don't know if you'll be able to do it the 30 minutes that are essentially left, but man.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall.
We'll find a way down.
Al! There's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh! Yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al! I'm great! Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh? You're gonna have to find your way around to the farm, Al! I'll be waiting!
Barry, just wait for me, okay?
Al! I'm not staying here! It's suicide! I'm going to the farm! I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area! You can catch up! Don't worry about it! I'm on the case!
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Yeah.
Barry doesn't have plot armor.
Barry does not have plot armor. Oh, that's a problem. Alright.
Yeah, it is. And you can't defend yourself. Ah, fucking idiot.
Walter at the Anderson farm.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Oh no, who's there?
Staring. Lights out. they won't let you get the coffee permits.
Yeah,
Hey,
they couldn't try and stop me.
good job, Donkey Kong.
Oh man, I'd seen some of Mario Kart World, and one of Donkey Kong's tracks is Donkey Kong, the original game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Okay. Oh, well, I'm out of breath now.
Tuckered out, a little tired.
Yep.
It's funny that these possessed objects like throw a temper tantrum when they're trying to get you.
Yeah.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
It's not on there.
No. I need to power it. There's nothing over there.
It is quite incredible how just simply giving you no flashlight makes this situation like so much more difficult.
Oh yeah.
I hoped there'd still be a working generator somewhere around here to power up the old lights by the gate.
Nightingale arrests Wake.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Oh. Nightingale, you're a piece of trash. You do not get to play judge, jury, and executioner.
Oh, he thought about it long and hard though. He even tried.
Yeah.
So what's really cool is that light is dynamic. So when you're moving it, if you had the lights on while you were doing it, the light would have actually bobbled and moved along with the light at the top.
Oh yeah, I
could
can
sense
totally
the
see
movement
that.
in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
No battery, so. This is a certified run moment.
Right. That's fine by me. I've kinda gotten better at it. But I don't really want to waste my stamina.
Oh, shit.
Ow. That's real annoying. Like, how am I meant to...
I
Okay.
could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no
Right,
choice.
I'm gonna just have to beeline for that then.
Okay.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
Fuck off! Fuck off! Oh, that's fucking stupid. Like,
I could
Ugh!
sense the movement in the
So,
woods ahead. Facing the
you
enemy without a
can
weapon was
just
dangerous,
run
but I
past
had
that.
no
You don't need to
choice.
turn on that generator.
Fair enough. I'll at least grab the batteries.
Yeah, that's fair.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
I mean, he's not wrong about that.
No, he's absolutely not. It's some of these come at you with just the most wild shit, and it's not even words or sentences that are supposed to be threatening, but like it's just kind of funny how it turns out like that, you know?
Where did you assholes come from?
Fine, the light.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You're right there. Yeah, made it.
I'm going up first. I'm not going up.
Nothing up there.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
We know otherwise, actually.
Yep. Ooh, a heavy-duty mag.
Backlight. Some more flashlights and a thing.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
World's better than the Winky Dink flashlight.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Ugh, bear traps. Lots of bear traps.
Lots of bear traps.
Not lore objects.
Sadly, not lore objects.
See a thermos. The patients escaped the lodge. Oh, okay, that's good.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Yeah, no. Fuck off, darkness. You ain't getting me.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
Yeah, but there's something up. There is up. I hear the breathing as well. All right. That was a very sneaky ploy by the game. Have I muted myself
Sometimes
again?
it gets you.
Okay. I wouldn't have gotten caught by that if the guy hadn't climbed up. I don't think there's anything up here, but I'll double check. Because you never know. As I said, you never know. You don't look, you don't find.
Very true.
Excuse me. Shit. Really? I've barely taken 2 fucking steps. That was too far away. Not this time. Oh, that's a bear trap, not a manuscript page. Oh!
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
What you laughing at?
I'm going through my saved images, right? It's a lot of just random shit I found online or a bunch of screenshots I've taken over the years and stuff like that.
Hello?
Right?
Anybody here?
And I forgot.
Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
I think someone's having a bad time.
Someone is having time. Yeah, I sent you a screenshot from an old Loop Hero thing I was doing.
I'll check that in a moment.
Yeah.
You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy. Who wrote this crap anyway?
Sorry, buddy, that was us.
Dead.
Is he dead?
He died.
He died. Died by the hand of his best friend.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
And now we're getting to it.
We're really getting to it.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Goodbye, Danny.
Bye, Danny.
The front door was locked.
Now I've got to go through the entrance Danny made.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Dear. Flashbang! You know, double check. See, didn't want to miss that. Hartman considers Mott and Wake.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated. An emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly.
Alright. And check the outhouse. And then we get... What was that in the sky? The lightning?
Maybe.
I saw something when the lightning flashed.
It Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I'd made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
True, but you also have the ability to let Barry survive from the writings. If we let Barry survive.
Very big. We are not exactly in control of our own writing.
Not 100%, no.
I hears it. I hears the breathing.
Here's the breathing too. Just seeing if there's anything up there. I do want to go up here though, not down there, which I think is to the farm. Uh-oh. You close the stream.
I closed the stream by accident. Okay, it's fine.
That was my mistake. My oopsie.
Oopsie doodles.
So I don't think you're going to be able to probably make it to the farm tonight.
No, maybe not. I'm probably going to stop in here.
That's a fair point. Probably listen to the radio and go from there.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Main on KBF.
Again, accidentally putting people in danger, but does not mean to. He's just trying to help somebody he thinks is in danger, and he's right. In every other circumstance, what he'd be asking for is a very fair and reasonable thing.
Yeah.
Tonight is not fair or reasonable.
Well, I actually don't know if I'm in a place that I can, that I got a checkpoint on, so...
Well, we could probably move forward until we check back in.
Boom, headshots. Need to get away from the music.
Need to get away from the copyright claim. Got your pickup truck. Your 4x4 down on the back. Drifting into the fences.
This is why I don't drive. I was checking to see if there's any collectibles along this path. Don't look like it. No, there is.
I think that, yeah, there's a thermos over there, I think. Back to the truck.
Ow.
It's amazing how effective just running over and taking it.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Holy.
Why don't you going that way? Alright, time to get out of the car. After some road rage, I think.
Yep.
Okay.
I am done that way. Ah.
John Deere strikes again. Speaking of striking, that thing got struck by lightning.
True. This should be a checkpoint, though. Yeah.
Checkpoint reached. Well, you actually made it to the farm, so...
Yeah, but I do need to stop.
Yeah. Completely fair.
Oh.
So, I am curious.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to try and pick this up again tomorrow?
Yeah, I probably will, actually, because I'm enjoying it and I want to get through it before the
It's
end.
good shit. It's quote-unquote good eating.
True.
Next Thursday is the deadline, so...
Yeah. Oh. Alright, quit to main menu. Acceptor. Alrighty then, YouTube. Thank you very much for watching. Like, a comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff helps the channel grow and gets us noticed by the algorithm. Leave a comment down below so I'll respond to you in kind. But this is a blind playthrough, so there will be no spoilers. YouTube, you will receive the bonk hammer. Anyone on Twitch that does it gets stabbed by the grey. By nerds. By grey. There are some links down below. There's a link to Mr. Mox's channel. You should definitely go and check all of the stuff out that he does. He's a fantastic content creator. Does a lot of variety stuff. There's a link to my throne. There's a link to my Lore Optics merch store. They help me out a load. Or you can stop by the stream. We would love to see you here. But until next time, YouTube. May you stay safe in this broken masquerade.